I am a Pilates princess. Give me a little OTT. Oh, honey. Get into your scarf bag. Come on. I'm in my bag. She's ready to go.
Because I believe in divine timing, I believe that you found this video and this message at the right time. The last half of my 20s, I started embracing girlhood in a way that wasn't completely safe for me to do when I was younger. Not because I didn't want to, but because softness used to come with consequences. This freedom came later, and it changed me. Returning to girlhood didn't make me more reckless or naive. It made me gentle with myself for the first time. It brought a kind of softness I didn't know I was missing, and honestly, one I deeply needed. We carry many versions of ourselves at once, including our inner child. So it's no surprise that there is a girlhood living inside of adulthood. Adulthood is simply girlhood with boundaries, emotional intelligence, direct deposits, discernment, and choice. Girlhood isn't an anti-aging serum. It's being all-encompassing and energized for life. Girlhood is a spectrum.
This is the setup. It might get more than this, but we'll see. This is pretty good start.
As I'm sure you know, building a life with girlhood in mind means valuing a schedule or routine made with authentic flair. Routine and values are a conversation between you and the universe. Discipline doesn't cancel softness, it protects it. Clothing is our second skin. Aesthetics set the scene for success. We wear our beliefs. We wear our inner workings. And yes, we love girl dinners even more now. Let the healing or the healed child within be the creative director, even if she or they are still in process. Girlhood is radical self-acceptance. Fashion is political. Taste is wisdom. Girlhood allows us to romanticize life in a positive way. And that loop feeds us back. Value your aesthetics. Make your life beautiful. Value your inner beauty. And let it manifest externally. This may sound a bit radical, but it's okay to complain. And here's why. In girlhood, truth-telling is often ridiculed. Using your voice gets labeled dramatic, excessive, or ungrateful, especially in the face of lies or harm. If you must speak, speak. Your concerns are valid, always. Your gratitude is powerful healing magic. Girls have standards. The adult girl knows quality over something merely sold as quality, especially in a late-stage capitalist society that charges women more for basic hygiene and feminine products.
We are currently at the grocery store. I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. I did stay up till 1 a.m. I wanted to go get my morning matcha, get the babes some litter. It is December 1st. The first day in December. What do we think? What are we thinking? Ooh, this light. This is very nice. Christmas tree is up. Bags secured. And I got my matcha, but I didn't film that. But we got all the stuff that we needed. And I love like grocery shopping on a Sunday. Like there's something in that. There's something really delicious about getting your groceries on a Sunday and going home to vibe out.
Your standards as a young girl were valid. Keep investing in them. If girlhood is going to be scrutinized anyway, we may as well speak up as adults.
With average work night in the Bell household. This is what a work night in the home would look like, except for I'd be in my room and I wouldn't be in here bothering Sharon, so.
This is something I say often, but duality matters. Perfectionism doesn't. No more guilt for being too good or too much. Girlhood and life is about integrating all sides of self, so discernment becomes natural. No pressure is worth your purpose. No self-punishment. Self-centered, not male-centered. Educated, aware, safe. Knowing is growing. Revolutionary women are good and bad. Part of returning to girlhood means surrendering internalized misogyny, the one thing we were taught to survive with. The belief that girlhood is weak, unserious, embarrassing, or something to grow out of. Many of us are taught to abandon girlhood to be taken seriously, but girlhood was never the problem. Surrendering internalized misogyny means letting go, letting yourself like what you like, without irony, without apology, without needing it to be impressive or intellectualized. Adult girlhood isn't regression, it's reclamation.
Currently listening to Morning Sunrise by 29 and Lenny White. And it's fire. It's a Sunday. It really matches the vibes. I'm on my way to my local craft store. Get some fresh air, get some sunlight, especially in the winter. 68 degrees. It's been really warm this weekend. I'm really into visual journaling, as you guys know. Me and Sharon plan to have like a big New Year's Eve party. I like to add some stickers. So a really long time ago, I bought a bunch of sticker books to, I don't even remember why I initially went and bought them. It's just weird to see all the like purpose we found to use them, reasons to use them over the years. And so now I'm just used to having all these huge sticker books at our home. And now I like collecting stickers. It's just like, you never know what you're gonna get into, especially craft-wise, which I kind of like to feed my creativity in small ways, because I think that then later it's like, you never know what that one craft could prepare you for. Maybe even internally, but like in the long haul, because I think I will do a lot of different projects as I get older. And I think that learning to be really patient and learning to be in a flow state when you're creating, when you're doing it habitually or regularly, it becomes a norm, but you still have to battle those like little internal conflicts when you're creating something, or that little bit of doubt, with anything. So I think it's a good practice. And then you don't know like what you might have an eye for until you stick with one craft. And so it's like you could use that ability to perceive things in other areas of your life, or the ability to have certain precision or certain style. I'm hoping that it kind of evolves into something grander, bigger. I've always wanted to work with resin since I was like a kid. And I have some resin at home, but I'm really scared to use it. So I hope one day I actually get the courage to use it.
A content creator on TikTok said something that stayed with me.
Misogyny is the most stealth egregore in the world. And if that sentence makes you pause, it should. An egregore is a collective thought form. It's part of the field of consciousness. It has its own energy force, and it's often strong enough to operate unnoticed and unquestioned. It's a pattern that stays alive because it's repeated, normalized, and emotionally reinforced. No one has to consciously agree to it. If enough people live it, it runs. The most powerful egregores aren't loud or violent. They're very familiar. They feel like common sense. They just feel like the way things are. And the sneakiest ones get programmed incredibly early. Misogyny doesn't usually show up as hatred. It shows up as expectations. Language is the first installer. Girls are bossy, boys are leaders. Girls are dramatic, boys are assertive. Same behavior, completely different value assigned. Then emotional labor gets feminized. Girls are taught to notice feelings, smooth tension, adapt, include. Boys are allowed to externalize discomfort as action. One learns to manage the room, the other gets to shape it. Authority is modeled as masculine. Care is modeled as feminine. Even when women hold power, they're expected to soften it, justify it, or apologize for it. Girls are taught to be visible for men, but invisible for themselves. Be attractive, but not vain. Confident, but not intimidating. Smart, but not threatening. That contradiction fractures self-trust very early. Male discomfort is treated like a crisis. Female discomfort is treated like an annoyance. So women learn early to accommodate before they even know what they're doing. Desire is trained before consent. Girls learn their bodies are evaluated. Boys learn.
She's working hard. I've been working since noon. This morning we walked for our morning coffee and just been vibing really. And I have some emotional support aminals here. Cuteness freaking overload. Literally thoroughly enjoy having pets. And this was like my dream in the winter, was to have little animals sitting on my desk, at my feet, in my bed, hanging out with me while I edit and do homework or while I journal, etc., etc. And I'm so grateful. I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you're eating enough, drinking enough water, taking your vitamins, and going for walks. Go on a walk. When was the last time you went on a walk?
Persistence is romantic. Entitlement gets mistaken for chemistry. And when women are independent, it's framed as a problem to solve. Cold, difficult, unlikable. Belonging becomes conditional on watering ourselves down. That's why misogyny is such a stealth egregore. It doesn't need hatred. It runs on normalization. But here's why it's weakening now. Egregores don't collapse because they're exposed just once. They collapse when people stop carrying them internally. More women are no longer asking, what's wrong with me? They're asking, what system trained all of us to feel, think, and act this way? And the way you dissolve a stealth egregore isn't by fighting it. It's by starving it. You stop internalizing its messages. You decline emotional labor by default. You stay coherent under projection. And this part really matters. If you don't need permission for it, don't explain it. Don't explain why you said no. Don't explain why you set a boundary. Don't explain why you chose differently. Don't explain why you're confident. Don't explain why you're not accommodating. Explanation, when it isn't required, is a form of self-correction. Stealth egregores feed on pre-apology, over-clarification, and self-dilution. When you state and stop, the loop breaks. Misogyny survives through internal compliance, and systems built on internal compliance collapse the moment compliance ends. You don't have to fight the field, you just have to stop carrying it.
Dear viewer, do you think girlhood is something that we mature out of, or something that we're taught to abandon? And what part of girlhood are you quietly reclaiming at this moment?
My pronouns are that.
Just so you know, I will read every comment on this video. I am genuinely intrigued by these questions. Brilliance, integrity, shining brightly. This is about talents, goals, and gifts, especially the ones refined in childhood. I'd rather be a star girl than a mean girl. Many people choose mean girl energy out of doubt and insecurity. Star girls choose courage. Star girls have the confidence to befriend other star girls because they know the world stage is wider than we're told. There's room.
Dirty wine. And we got dirty wine. Alright. generic.
Girlhood is an integral part of womanhood, and we can't escape it. We choose expansion. We pursue our dreams fully. And yes, adult girls can be rich girls too. There are studies that show that women with fewer female friendships are statistically more likely to experience serious health issues.
Hear me out. I've tried to say beauty. I've tried it to say beauty lip gloss. Everybody raves over it. It clumps on my lips, and the bottle goes so fast. It would like dry and then clump. And this is a $10 bottle of CoverGirl gloss. This is great. This is perfect. You ain't gotta do too much. Just keep it simple. Let me cook. Let me cook. Is this kind of cute? Like I would do a photo shoot like this. So I was saying, like,
community lowers stress, connection supports longevity. Slower aging doesn't mean psychological immaturity, it means self-preservation. Our culture normalizes burnout and premature aging. I said it. Plastic surgery benefits when women aren't taught self-preservation or self-appreciation. Aging isn't failure, longevity is success. Our 30s aren't old, they're informed.
It's a new year, and me and Sharon, we work on our visual journals all year round. I'm gonna try some new things out this year. Like last year I did 2 posters for my wall, and they're really good posters, so I think like I'm just gonna stick with them, and I didn't put like a year on them. And then like I said, we have journals that we update every week and every month pretty much at this point, so we're constantly creating and sticking to that vision. Spring, which is like the real new year, I think you should always be sticking to some sort of vision, even if you feel like it's redundant. I realize like the more that you're refining your vision each time that you're working on a page that has a specific intention, you are evolving the vision too, maturing it, or even like expanding it. So it's never redundant, and it actually is really helpful. And we were talking recently about like color palettes and how like even your wardrobe could have a color palette, your vision board can reflect that, your pages can reflect that, simple things like that. It helps you narrow in your focus and obviously manifest. But anyway, we're gonna go to hot yoga today. Yesterday we did the gym, which I'm really proud of us for doing the gym because it isn't something that I've done in the past, go to the gym on New Year's Eve, and I was expecting it to be really dead and like kind of sad, to be honest, but it was really packed. It was a lot of people at the gym, and the vibes were just so good. The vibes are really optimistic, and I do love being at a gym where you feel like everyone is striving to, you know, work on themselves, benefit themselves. There's something really pure about that, especially going into the new year. So I'm excited to be back. Hopefully we'll be there tomorrow. And we always eat healthy. We always treat ourselves as well. We always do skincare. We're always taking really good care of ourselves, getting outside, getting out into nature, journaling. So same old us, new year, but hopefully expanding and
new blessings.
Yes, receiving more support, receiving you know, increased income. There's other goals and things like that we want, and obviously we want this channel to expand. So staying hopeful, staying optimistic. saying 10 toes down.
These women remind me that girlhood isn't something we lose. It's something we learn to protect. I will have my adult girlhood playlist linked down in the description below. Adult girlhood isn't about going backward. It's about moving forward without leaving yourself behind. At some point in life, the world's beauty becomes enough. Check in with you guys very soon.